So this... Oh, there's people over here. Hidara Mothril.
I am Ladora Mothril, Lady Leowyn's chaplain and chief advisor. I assist her ladyship so that her enlightened policies might achieve the greatest possible influence upon the affairs of County Leowyn.
Really? Tell me about Leowyn.
Leowyn is in a state of transition. It has long been a respected county, making moderate cultural and economic contributions to the Empire. However, Leowyn must move toward the mainstream of imperial culture, both in trade and in political affairs.
Although she's just going to leave it at that and not actually back that opinion up with any facts, I suppose. Okay. Rumors?
I've heard that Dagale knows a lot about mysticism.
That's good. She hates me. I commented about her political stance and she's like, no.
It's you. Hi.
I think everybody hates me here.
Yes, I heard of you. Found a few relics and you imagine yourself to be the next Whitestrake, do you?
White Snake. White Snake. No, or that. Okay. Tell me about that prophet.
The church has taken no official position on his teaching yet, but from the reports I've heard, he may be truly inspired by the divines.
Yeah, I would say so. Also, church is a Christian term as well, so we got a lot of Christian, not iconography, I guess. There's a name for words. I don't remember semantics. That's not what it is. But yeah, we got an altar of the nine. Rejoice through faith, your afflictions are banished. Is that what all altars do? Blessing of Stendar. Can I just get all the blessings? Oh yeah. I can get all the blessings. Make a pilgrimage to the Way Shrine of Kinnereth, and henceforth receive a blessing of Kinnereth's holy altar. Wait, I did Kinnereth's. Did I not? Dibella loves you. Aw, thank you, Dibella. I didn't do Kinnereth. Your weight... That was a thing. That was a bonus to my weight carry. Yeah. So I have 8. How dare you? Kinnereth. I fortunately have a thing. I'll take care of that. I know exactly where you are. You are the hardest to get to. You are such a terrible child. I'll get to you. I do need to go downstairs, though. Hi. You're not scary at all.
Savi, Count's mage and castle healer, your servant.
Hi, what's up with Leowyn?
I have been happy enough in the Count's service, but I am not so happy about his lovely wife and her Nibbanean advisor. Lady Alicia is uncomfortable with Khajiit ways, and Argonian ways, and Dunmer ways. She is only comfortable with pure white-bread Nibbaneans.
That's not... I get that the word white bread there doesn't... I'm not actually sure what it means, to be honest. But she's racist. That's what she is. Interesting that she didn't mention the orcs, though. I wonder if she doesn't care so much about orcs. I don't know. Who knows? The people are very... It's a very complicated setting. The game, although the game doesn't touch on things very well, or very deeply, I should say, it does give a lot of background. There's a lot of... Like, you can draw all the conclusions about the turmoils and the cultural tensions between the different people of the Empire.
Bugak Robol has some good books at Southern Books.
That's a line. And
Be seeing you.
It kept going. So we got the undercroft over here, and we got the chapel hall. Wait, what's the chapel hall?
Good to see you. So you're the one that's come for the mace, are you? Another adventurer looking for treasure? Get on with it if you must. The shrine is downstairs, but I wouldn't expect much if I were you. No one has ever succeeded.
I was gonna say a person that loves me, but she doesn't.
Please, go on.
Oh, she loves me for days. Hi, tell me about Leowyn.
May you find healing here for your wounds and for your troubled spirit.
What do you mean, troubled spirit?
Bugak Grobel.
Yeah, the books that are books, absolutely.
Be seeing you.
And also she's saying... saying orcish names at me. Oh, the Argonian book. Oh, this one doesn't have a thing. The second part. This one doesn't teach us about running, which is an interesting thing. Hi.
I must admit my curiosity at your endeavor. So many have tried and failed to retrieve the mace. What makes you think that you will succeed?
No, nothing. Nothing makes me think that.
For you, of course.
He loves me, though. I don't know what he's up to.
I believe in the transforming power of honest work. I honor your vocation as adventurer. By your labors and their fruits, you praise Zenithar.
So do we all, I suppose. That was, yeah, very, very Zenitharian.
Witsy Dootsy runs a...
I'm good with the witsy dootsy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry I made you say such things to me. Folded cloth. Trials of Saint Alessia. And cheap wine. There's good wine, I'm pretty sure. Wait, didn't you say that the mace was down? Oh, maybe they're just leaving. They're just, over here because that's where they sleep and whatnot. Savi, you scare me. Let's go to the undercroft. This is where we need to go to find this mace. Oh, there's ghosts. Hi, ghosts. Sanctified dead. Ghosts. Offering box. Can I not take from the offering box? There's also skeletons. Offering box don't have anything. Nobody offers anything. That's why they're all out here being like, I am poor. Why don't you give me money? Or anything, really. Where am I supposed to pray? Oh, this one is interactable. Tomb of Saint Calidus. I knelt before the shrine of Saint Calidus in Lewin and found myself transported to some sort of dark void, even though it was very bright. I can see the maze of Stendar off in the distance, but there seems to be no way to reach it. According to Sir Ralvus, I must allow my faith in the Nine to guide me to the mace. This whole... This is interesting. So, will I fall? Do I... I stepped into the void to try to reach the mace of Zenithar, but my feet met nothing but air, and I fell into the darkness. There must be a way to walk between the platforms to reach the mace. Yes. Especially because I did it with all the gods' blessing. Nope. Fortunately, I don't die. Okay, well, let's, Oh, dang it, I know what the way is. Of course we know what the way is. It's this jerk. It's this jerk. Kinareth being a jerk. Just being the jerkest. Just the jerkest. Kinareth, you... Seriously. I definitely talked to you. Gonna need to go there again. Let's go there again. There it is, Kinareth. What are you doing? How exactly did you not... It's like unforgivable. Go carefully upon nature's path. Pray at my chapel altars and receive my blessing. Yes, I know. It's very hazy inside this. Kinareth is with me. Mara is with me. The Zenith, the other ones have different things. But the only person that loves me is the Bella. The Queen of Rot. And now with the blessing of everything, which is what I wanted to do anyway, I will be able to hopefully not have such a hazy time over here. Hi, Mr. Ghost. Yes, I'll be able to pray at the tomb of Saint Calladus. And then we go over here and I fail. No. How am I supposed to do that? My attempts to reach the Mace of Zenithar have been unsuccessful. No matter what I try, I cannot reach the other platform. Perhaps if I continue my quest for the other relics, an answer will present itself. That's a good idea. That is a really interesting idea. Thank you, my own character. Anyway, we have another quest. Not here, though. It's in Anvil, I believe. So what we need to do... Oh, we got quests already. Mazoga the Orc. Here in Lewin. No, I don't want to do that one. I want to do the unfriendly... Oh, this is a nice one. Unfriendly competition. No, I want to do the Sirens Deception. I've heard that an all-female gang of thieves is preying on menfolk. Menfolk. Grossest sort of folk. In a place. In a place that we need to go to. Unfortunately, it's not currently activated because we can't teleport from where we are, but we can teleport from here. I really don't understand why it's hazy in there, but it is over here. We need to go to the Horse Whisperer stables to ask that, or was it in the Horse Whisperer stables that I learned about it? Anyway, where is this group of bad people that are bad? The group is not necessarily bad. Gonan's house? Did we know that we... Oh, right, we had to meet Gonan. Gonan apparently was robbed. Oh, he's having dinner with his wife. Excuse me, ma'am.
Hello there.
Hello.
How would you like to get my husband Gogan out of hot water?
Sure, why is he done?
Believe me, he'll need all the help he can get to worm his way out of this one. To think he'd fall for the gang's scheme. Oh, I could kill him. I'm sorry. I'm rambling, and you look confused. Let me explain.
Do go on. I said do go on.
The women in the gang use their wiles to lure men out to some remote location and rob them blind. It's been going on for some time now. The city guard hasn't done very much about it, because frankly, the men who are robbed are so embarrassed they don't want to report it. Take, for example, that good-for-nothing husband of mine, Gogan. He cared more about their charms than my own.
This is a quest that's, I don't know if it's directly inspired, but there was a case of a gang of women. Who was it? What was it? I read about it. I think it's in the US, so it would make sense with Bethesda and stuff. But I think this is inspired in a real case of us, like a real historical case of a gang of women who would rob men, and the men would be embarrassed. I don't know why they would be embarrassed though, because it doesn't really make sense that they would be embarrassed right now here. The story doesn't set them up, but there is a reason why they would be embarrassed. This is back in like the 20s or something like that. And they would be so embarrassed they wouldn't report the crime or wouldn't pursue the crime, and they kept their gig up for like years. I think more than a decade even. They eventually got caught. I don't know the story, but I've heard of this. I've heard of a story like this. Tell me about this gang then.
When Gogan was, with the women, they took something quite valuable from him. No, it's not what you're thinking. He was carrying a precious family heirloom with him when he was lured out to their lair. It was a small ring given to him on our wedding day. The ring belonged to my mother and has been in the family for generations. I'm willing to give you all the money I have to get it back. 100 gold. Can you help us?
That one line. Just one line has, with the women, and then she says, it's not what you're thinking. What was I supposed to be thinking? That they took something valuable from him. The first thing that came to mind was his virginity, but I immediately thought that can't be. I mean, I suppose it could. I assume she's married to him. I'm pretty sure she said that it's her husband. Yeah, like one of the first things. So, I mean, maybe he's still a virgin. That's not my point. But I think what she implies is some sort of mutilation here that we're talking about, or rather that I was thinking. She wasn't talking about that though. Yeah, I'll help you.
Thank you. I'm afraid I can't offer you much help, but I'll
money.
do what I can.
100 is nothing. Sure.
All I can tell you is that the best place to start is at the Flowing Bowl. It's a tavern located outside the city walls near the waterfront. Gogan may be able to give you more information beyond that.
I'm sure he can. Sure.
The Flowing Bowl attracts the worst Anvil has to offer. Always be on your guard.
Mm-hmm. He hates me, though. He's like, what are you doing investigating my private business?
What do you want?
He hates me so much. Tell me about the gang. The gang! I'm gonna do air quotes in front of him.
See, my wife couldn't keep a big mouth shut. Yes, it's true. I lost the family ring to those sirens. I'm ashamed about the whole incident, but not ashamed enough to ask for your help. I was sitting in the Flowing Bowl when the most fetching Nord woman you've ever seen walked in with an equally attractive Imperial woman following. After we exchanged words, I followed them out to a farmhouse. Inside, they asked me to remove my clothes and items. Well, I did. And then suddenly they brandished weapons and robbed me. They sent me away with barely a stitch of clothing. Harlots. Just please, help me get that ring back. I want to save what's left of my marriage.
I know why he's ashamed. And more specifically, I know why the historical version of this had the men be ashamed. It's not that they were caught, soliciting sex or what else would it be? Just having extramarital affairs. Although that might be it as well. Although I doubt it. I doubt that it would be a problem. But I think I don't know. I think it's because they're women and he got robbed by women. I think that's the historical reason why, at least in the historical example that I'm thinking of, the men were ashamed. And he comes across as weird. Why is he ashamed? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, well,
Azan at the... Sorry, I'm new in town. Don't know a soul.
I'm sure you're in town. I'm sure
I'm
you're...
really a man. How could I resist? What a mess I've gotten myself into.
Yeah, us men, so
I've already told you pretty
weak
much everything
and
I know about
like
your
we
gang.
don't do anything in life. I say that I'm a woman. I forgot about that. I'm sorry. You men should have said you don't do anything because you're so weak. Anyway, do you have money? She said she didn't have money. I want money. She doesn't have money. Ah, well. Well, here we are in the docks of Anvil. This guy's the worm.
They call me Wilhelm the Worm, because dirt suits me fine. Town lets me live in the warehouse to keep out the rats.
The town lets you.
Nice, friendly folk in Anvil. Even the Countess greets me in the street. Well, except for that Newheim the Portly. He's a mean old scrote.
Scrote. Okay, well, he doesn't like me very much. See you later. We need to visit.
Hello there.
Hello. Yeah, I'll get to meet all of yous. Oh, look at that. We have a lighthouse. The Floating Bowl. Exactly where I wanted to go. I might as well try to take some things out of this stuff. You never know if you're going to find some nice, interesting things. Actually, you do. You do know. You're not going to find anything interesting. Oh, repair hammer. Well, I guess I found something interesting. Let's go inside and meet the dashing women. Well, she's dashing enough. He's really upset at me.
Talk to Faustina. She's got a proposition for you.
Thank you.
Never seen you here before. You look like you can handle yourself in a fight. And I'm sure you wouldn't mind making a little extra money. I've put together a gang. We make money by luring fools out to the middle of nowhere and robbing them blind. Our targets? Weak-willed men who are easily fooled into believing they will have their way with us. Oh, men are so gullible. I'll leave the decision up to you. If you want to join up, meet us at the Gwedden farmhouse around 11 in the evening. I'll mark it on your map. Oh, and one more thing. If you breathe a word of this to the city guard, you won't live long enough to get whatever reward they're offering.
I am very surprised. They just came up to me and said, "Hey, we're the criminals." And of course, the reason for that is because I am an Argonian woman. And I'm very dashing. I took care of making sure that I was very dashing during character creation. Well, as best as I could, considering the character creation system. But this is, I suppose, the other side of the coin, if we want to put it like that, if we were an Argonian man. Yeah, what about this joining us thing?
Just to be perfectly clear, we're not prostitutes.
No, you're thieves.
We do everything on our own terms, and the men never, ever lay one hand on us.
Also, even if they did, it wouldn't be prostitution, because that's not how prostitution... They are not...
Greetings, Bosmer.
I swear.
Oh my god, Oblivion. They're having the same conversation on top of each other. Oh no!
I'm Mirabelle Monet. I run the Forecastle, a boarding house for sailors. Sorry, I reserve my beds for seamen.
Okay, well,
Watch yourself around the Forecastle.
The Forecastle, my god, so many apostrophes. I'll see you later, and just make sure the seaman's good and whatnot. Goodbye! My god, this game sometimes, I'll tell you. Just basically no grass out here. Oh! Found an earthen root, and it's not weird. There's grass in other places, just not out here. It's an old game. There's another earthen root over there. What do we have up there, I wonder? Let's take that, thank you very much. Little path up the mountain. Enemies? The Lady Stone. It's one of the sign stone and whatnot. It's just up here. It's so windy. I think it might be around here. Oh, yeah, there's a camp. Maybe it's not around here. Hello.
This is a holdup. Hand it over or die.
I don't have it. I don't have it.
We can play it that way if you like.
But you're so mean. No, you're gonna die. And now without the bugs that I was having before. Because I fixed it. Murder, murder, murder. Man, this guy, he's going for it. I need to get better equipment. We'll get better equipment. Oh, not equipment, better spells. I'm very glad. I am very glad I have extra mana. Is all I'm saying. This was a hold up, said the highwayman, I suppose. There was no name. There's nobody here. Huh. Very easy chest. With copper ruby ring, we're getting better equipment. That's probably the best loot we've had for a while. Anyway, let's sleep for 10 hours. We're gonna go to the inn. I've arrived at Gwedden. I should enter the main farmhouse and find out what Faustina and Signy have in store for me. I should also steal their flowers, because of course I should. Hi.
I see you decided to take us up on our offer. Good. We could use another gal in the gang. Here's how it works. We case the flowing bowl for a likely subject. Namely, we look for a married guy who drinks a lot. Then we'll send you in there where you charm the man and get him to come out to some location we pick to rob him. When he gets there, we make him take off all his clothes, which is very easy, by the way. While they're helpless, that's when we spring the trap. So far, we haven't had to draw one drop of blood. The best part of the whole thing is that the men are so embarrassed they won't tell the guards. So, the bottom line is, you show a little skin, just a tease. No one touches you. What do you say?
A little skin? Also, that line where she says, which is very easy, by the way, was just driving the point in a little bit more. Also, it explains why they're embarrassed, because they're naked out in the middle of nowhere, I assume. I'm not sure that's the historical version of what I was talking about last time I was talking about this. What if I say no?
Well, that's never happened before. I suppose we'd have to kill you. I mean, we can't have you going back to Anvil and ruining the whole plan. But why say no when it's so much easier and more lucrative to say yes? Or are you here for something else?
Well, I was sort of hoping to get it. I mean, I'm here for Gogan's ring.
Damn, I knew it. You're working for the city guard, aren't you? I didn't think they would be stupid enough to send someone alone. But so be it. I should have known after I fenced that stupid ring and discovered it was a fake. Worthless. All part of the guard's plan, I suppose. Okay, girls. We got someone who doesn't want to cooperate.
All part of the guard's plan? Also, she's invisible. No, I fixed that bug. I might die. Oh my god! There's a Khajiit lady. Hello, Khajiit lady. Oh no, I'm gonna need to punch her. Not my light armor! Ha! She says as she goes up to the side. Deaths in this game. After entering the farmhouse, I encountered Faustina, who tried to convince me to join in on their scheme. When I told her no, she yelled out, and the rest of the gang entered the room fully armed and ready to battle. I had no choice but to kill them. Yes. Oh, hi.
We had a feeling you'd be surprised when you saw us in our real uniforms. I see you have a puzzled look on your face. Ask away.
I didn't have a puzzle. She doesn't like me. I can fix that. I didn't have a puzzled look on my face. It'd make more sense if I could have seen you from afar, so I could have time to be surprised. But that line works a little bit better for making sure I realize who they are. That's what she meant, Faustina, by it was all part of the gang's or the guard's plan.
Gogan and I are really members of the Anvil City Watch. I suppose you could say we work undercover. We've been trying to foil Faustina's gang for months now. Every time we tried to interview a man who was lured there, they refused to talk. The women in the gang picked married men to seduce for just that reason. It was decided the only way to stop this gang was to send in a stranger. You fit the bill perfectly. It's a shame it had to end in so much violence, but someone was bound to get hurt sooner or later.
What about Faustina?
We'll clean up the mess. Don't concern yourself about it. I'm sure you had no choice. If you ever find yourself back in Anvil, stop by any time and say hello. Oh, and please say nothing to anyone about our true identities. You've done well, and here's the reward that I promised.
Thank you. 100 golds. Thank you. The lusty argonian maid. Lifts her tail is her name. Unlike my own character, obviously, who notices your protuberance, which is a markedly better name, but still lifts her tail, says, "Certainly not, kind sir. I'm here but to clean your chambers." And Crantius Colto says, "Is that all you have come here for, little one? My chambers? I have no idea what it is you imply, master. I am but a poor argonian maid. So you are, my dumpling, and a good one at that. Such strong legs and shapely tail. You embarrass me, sir. Fear not, you are safe here with me. I must finish my cleaning, sir. The mistress will have my head if I do not. Cleaning, eh? I have something for you. Here, polish my spear. But it is huge. It could take me all night. Plenty of time, my sweet. Plenty of time. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the lusty argonian maid, and it's actually quite expensive, so I'll take it. And also on point. On point because of the quest that we're doing. And also, I am an argonian. I'm not a maid, though. I have had my way with men and women alike. I have as the opposite to maid as I can be. But all in back home.